If you can get an animal off this farm earlier by a few months, it makes all the difference, and it makes a few dollars with using pain relief, nothing, but it makes such a difference in the long run. If I was to sum up the value of a pain relief to grass fale overall, I would say that it actually contributes a vast majority of our early vigour. Our family has been on this property since 1900. The main enterprise here in Grassvale relates to beef finishing of the Murray Grey breed, so that's our main priority. We turn off probably 95% of our breeding stock, breeding finishing cattle, to Greenhams. The feedback is of vital importance to us. We need to know things like whether there's abscesses, whether there's liver fluke, for instance, which we've worked hard in reducing. We need to also understand our indexes so we can then breed better and get our genetics right in the herd. For us to introduce pain relief was extremely easy. We band and we ring our animals, and so buccal Gesic works for us, and it is so quick. It gives you reassurance. It's not highly costed out at all, and it's easy accessible. My advice would be to talk to your local Greenhams livestock manager and get their thoughts on it, because those are the guys that are seeing what everyone else is doing. If you are someone with conscience and you are someone that is grass-based already, this is a very, very simple process to move on to. Animal health feedback is really valuable to us because it allows us to instantly, within 36 hours, we're getting feedback directly from the abattoirs, giving us an idea of how that weight has come out and how that index of that animal has come out. We pre-weigh our cattle before they go down. By doing that, it gives us a percentage yield because we can take the live weight against the dead weight. That gives us an indication how we're going with the genetics directly there, because we can then take that back against our age of that animal, and also we can actually then see potentially the yield growth of, or the vigour of that particular animal with that particular bull we're using. So that gives us feedback straight away. We don't get that in the sale yards. We can't get that information, and that information gives us very quickly what we really need. So that's one thing. The other thing obviously is the fact that we can look at any potential disease that is coming through, like liver fluke, or whether our sterilisation of our needles has been correct with abscesses when we're doing our 5-in-1. But overall average, I would say, without a doubt, that we're getting more for our kilo of beef and we're getting more feedback. And so that's important to us. We sell to Greenhams mainly because of the fact that we can get that feedback. Feedback is the number one. Obviously there's a premium in the price if we're accredited like we are, and that is a great value. They also give us the option to be able to work directly with them. If we go right back prior to being with Greenhams, we had put through our cattle through ABS for some time directly. We never got any feedback. It was only by actually talking to a couple of the ex-slaughtermen that we found out that our cattle had a name for liver fluke. It's not rare, but you can remove it. And so we weren't aware of it. Now, so as soon as we saw the feedback coming through, it confirmed from Greenhams that we did have some liver fluke issues. Now, what we did then, we could change our watering points and we could make sure our troughs were cleaner. We could also drench for it then, we knew that, but liver fluke itself can only be drenched at certain times of the year. And so over a period of 12 months or more, we could then nearly eliminate it. So I haven't seen liver fluke come through for well over 6 months on our cattle. Now that's something where we had probably 70 or 80% of our head were liver fluke, but not now. And so that shows to me that just having that feedback makes all the difference. Polled animals are easy to work with. We always, since 1979, we've had a commercial herd of Murray Grey cattle. We're probably a bit traditional when it comes down to that, and we're pretty biased around that. So it seems to be a far better operation within a herd. So you have the less dominance If we buy in an animal that's horned, we do find it dominates within the herd and you can have some injury. And to avoid that, we're comfortable with a polled animal. We don't need to dehorn our animals because they're polled. This is a big advantage to us on the basis that there's a less stress on the animal. When you're in a situation we have had to dehorn an animal, it can be stressful, and so using pain relief would be absolutely essential in what we would do, but it saves a lot of time and heartache. We would save a huge amount of labour by not having to dehorn our animals. This farm is run by one person, that one person only is me. And so if I can find ways of cutting down that labour input, I'll do that. I think that Greenham's implementing this pain relief into their accreditation has really changed the game. But once you get to a point that you've used pain relief, you've done the right thing by your animal, all of a sudden it changes the way you do business. Sustainability within our operation is imperative. If we don't have sustainability, our costs go up. We don't have sustainability, our labour units go up. It's all connected. Our focus really is on that animal growth and well-being. Grassvale uses pain relief mainly for the welfare of the animal. But in saying that, it's important that we look at the long-term ramifications of pain relief in regards to the value of that vigour of that animal as it goes forward, whether that animal goes off for Greenham's to utilise in the future or whether it stays in the herd. All of those aspects give pain relief a big tick from us.